convert horizontal video to vertical. How to crop horizontal. Close but not. Oh, that was frustrating. So if you're like me, you have several hours of horizontal video that you want to convert to vertical for Instagram TV, TikTok, and other social platforms that are using that vertical format. If you have searched for this on YouTube or on Google, you've probably seen a lot of videos that show you how to edit video you've already shot in vertical. But that doesn't answer the question, how to take a horizontal video and turn it into vertical so you can then use it in social. This video will show you how to do that using iMovie and QuickTime. Let's get started. Okay, so I have iMovie opened up and I'm going to select a video that I've already shot in horizontal. And first thing I'm going to do is make a copy of that video. We're going to duplicate project. Alright, and then it's duplicated, it has a 1 after it. I'm gonna go ahead and hit rename project and put the word vertical after it, so I know which one I'm working on. What you don't want to do is to mess up the original horizontal video that you put all that time into editing. So make sure you make a copy of it and edit it in a separate project altogether. So open the new project, and I will make this fit a little bit better for the screenshot. There we go. So as you can see, I have my horizontal video over here, and all my clips are down here. So I will zoom out all the way. I'll click down to the clips. I will hit Command A, select everything. I'm going to go up to crop and hit this rotate to the right. So what that did is it took all my clips and it rotated them 180 degrees to the right. Okay, so we have the video flipped, but we don't actually have the format flipped. iMovie does not natively have this, so what we have to do is essentially crop it for this little white rectangle that we see on the screen, thinking of the right side as the top and the left side as the bottom. So anything inside of this is going to be our new 16:9 or 9:16 once we flip it. Right now, iMovie's taken this entire thing into account, which is all the black area on the sides as well as your little video in the middle. So now that it's flipped, we're going to go ahead and select the segments throughout each of the clips that we want to use in our vertical video. Also, in doing this, we're going to change some of the edits that we have made for horizontal and make them look a little bit better in vertical. I'm going to go a little faster in this process and come back when I'm done. Okay, so in the editing process, you can see here that I have a few of the clips that are now taking up the full 16:9 area, but they are flipped into that vertical fashion. And I'm going to show you exactly how I did that. So when you come to these clips that they need to flip, what you're going to do is use your crop tool, hit crop to fill, and then you're going to find where you want that center of the image to be. A lot of times it is centered with the yellow lines on the screen. Other times I want to center it on the nose of my kayak. In this case, they happen to line up. Once you line up, hit enter, and then it takes up the full screen. You still want to play through these and make sure that any panning or transitions still work well. Now, a time-saving tip is to select multiple frames in the bottom of the project and apply the same crop to fill to all of them at the same time. Okay, so this video in particular was done before I knew a lot about iMovie, so I was using titles to put text on the screen. I'm now using a different method, but I don't feel like going through and redoing all of the text in this video. So all I'm going to do is grab that text and just kind of keep it uniform throughout the video. In this case, I'm just going to center it on what will be the left side once it is in vertical. Okay, so on these clips here, I can look at the timeline and see that the nose of my kayak is in essentially the same spot this whole time. So I'll select several of these. And as you can see, the crop is orange because they're using different crop styles per frame. I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out to crop to fill, get that centered, hit enter, and we're good to go. Again, I'm checking all of the text I have to make sure it looks all right on the screen. I'm also going to go through and get rid of these arrows because they don't quite work in this vertical format the way I'd like them to. Now in these shots where I'm facing the camera toward me, I'm not quite happy with how the crop to fill works, so I'm going to shift it a little bit. I'm going to kind of shift it over to one side so I'm seeing more of the paddle work. Again, hitting enter, and I'll let that play through and just see how it looks. So my face got out of frame quite a bit on that one. I'm going to go ahead and just shift it back a little bit, and hopefully that just works better. So you definitely want to go through and just check your shots and just see that you are getting the main point captured in vertical that you were trying to convey in horizontal. You know, because when you're in that wide format, I mean, there's certain things you're gonna capture, and let's just be clear, we are cropping things out. So in this case, there's actually a really cool bird over to the right. He's right here. That was my focus. So on this frame, he's not in the shot. So if I hit my crop again, I can see I gotta shift this over to check out this bird. So just go through, and it might feel a little tedious, but it's definitely better than going back out and trying to recapture this, because getting this bird and getting this close to him that one time was probably a once in a lifetime chance it's gonna happen. Now the main reason I wanted to edit my horizontal videos and turn them into vertical is because I already went through and did all the color correction, all of the editing ahead of this. Color correction, music, cropping, panning, special effects. I did all that stuff already, and I don't want to do it again. So that's why we're doing this. And on these ones, I want to have my daughter more in the shot, so I'm actually going to switch these to be closer to her. And sometimes I really can't tell what I was looking at here. Actually, it was a gray egret, so I'm going to get rid of the arrow. I'm going to crop it for the egret to be more in the center. And then I'm going to fix my text to make sure it aligns with the rest of the video so it does not feel out of place. And that's the annoying thing about iMovie titles, is that they do shift. So if you notice, I have it very close to the edge, but once I click away, it shifts down slightly, which is also why I switched methods recently. And here I got that bird taking off, and I see he's kept in frame while I have it cropped here, so I'm going to leave that as is. Okay, so when you reach the end of the timeline, scroll back to the beginning and look through each of your clips kind of quickly, just to make sure they all fit the frame the way you want and it looks how you want it to look. You don't have to do a full rewatch if you don't want to, it's your choice. Okay, so the next step we're going to take is up in the top right corner, hit Export File, and pick a name and a place you want to place it. The resolution I had for this video was 1080p. I'm going to leave it there. And the quality, I'm going to leave on high, but then compression I'm going to change to better quality. It'll be a 1.13 gig estimated file size. When done, I hit next, and I choose where to save it. Wait for the circle to fill up, and then we go to the next step. Now that the video is saved, we're going to go ahead and open its file location. And as we can see, the video is still showing horizontal. So we're opening this in QuickTime Player. We're going to go up to Edit, Rotate Left, and then we get that vertical format we were looking for. All you do now is hit the red X and save it. And then you are good to go. Now it's going to take a few minutes to save. Once it does, you can go ahead and upload that to Instagram TV, TikTok, wherever you want to put it. Alright, so I really hope this helped everyone take that horizontal video, crop it to vertical using iMovie and QuickTime. As always, if you like this video, give that a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments. And that's all for now.